Megan from Porterville wants to know, or Porterville with 2 eyes, if the Click was a person, who would it be?
Willem Dafoe.
You know, that was the first one I was thinking of.
Oh,
I
yeah?
wasn't going to say it out loud, but now that you say
It's
that,
just
I'm
obviously
thinking,
Willem Dafoe.
it's like a Willem Dafoe, like Oprah kind of mix.
Oh.
You know, it's like, yeah.
Molly from Boone wants to know, were you guys always called AJR, or did you go through a list of possible band names before you settled on AJR?
The very first show we did, remember at the Triad, we performed, it was maybe like 11 years ago, and it was just for like friends, and we didn't really have a name at that point, and we passed out a bucket and had everybody in the audience give suggestions of what our band name should be. Do you remember this?
Oh, wow.
And they filled the bucket with suggestions. And I think one of them we saw was like Adam, Jack, and Ryan, and we were like, oh, that's cool, that's like Peter, Paul, and Mary, and then we just kind of shortened it.
Funny enough, we also did that on our last tour.
We're still looking for suggestions, so
Yeah,
you
we're
can
not
send in your suggestions.
We're not set on AJR yet.
Jasmine from Sudbury wants to know, is Jack a llama?
What is this? Do you know anything about this llama thing?
Do I?
I've seen it like on Twitter.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I'm really in on it. We have meetings. It's like an ongoing thing. No, I have no idea what this is.
We have no idea what this theory is.
So what's the answer? Is Jack a llama?
Yes, only time will tell.
We'll see.
You know, I'll give you guys updates. I guess we'll see what happens.
Shania from Sacramento wants to know, how many white t-shirts does Jack own, and why does he only wear white t-shirts to perform?
I think I own about like 15 or so white t-shirts, just like $2 t-shirts from Target or something like that. You know, and it's just
Do you go through them fast?
Yeah, I jump around a lot when I perform, so they contain a lot of sweat at the end of every show, and I wring it out and it still doesn't go away, so I end up throwing a lot of them away. So I think I have to restock soon, but it's just the safest thing in the world. You know, it's like everyone will look good in a white t-shirt, so I don't even want to risk it. This is not really working for me now. I think I'm going to change it to a white t-shirt.
You've had this shirt for a while.
It's my island shirt.
Jade from Berkeley wants to know, what's your favorite thing that a crowd does during your shows?
Jack recently started crowd surfing, like 2 weeks ago, right? Where we're in some
Yeah, I think I think I was always concerned with me getting hurt, and that's why I never did it.
Oh, yeah?
But then, there was this one college show that I was like, why not? I for some reason in my mind at that moment, I didn't really care if I got hurt or not. I was like, let's just try it. And it's just the opposite. It's like it's like a great feeling because it's just 1,000 hands carrying you. It's like a weird massage. And there's hands going in my pants and up my shirt. It's just, it's very, very erotic.
Oh, wow. That reminds me of the scene in SpongeBob in Pretty Patties when Mr. Krabs is like, take this boy to the Krusty Krab! And then the whole crowd is carrying SpongeBob back to the Krusty Krab.
That's what I thought of. I was like, Pretty Patties, as I was jumping into the crowd.
Take me back to the Krusty Krab!
Yeah, I said that. Yeah. So I guess my favorite thing that a crowd does is catch me. So...
Savannah from Los Angeles wants to know, why did you include the lyric, if Ed Sheeran writes my songs, I'll finally top the charts in 3:30?
Sure. That was like an ironic lyric. It was kind of weird because we were looking at like who writes all these hit songs, and like 10 of the hit songs right now are written by Ed Sheeran, which is fine. But it was kind of an ironic commentary on where we are in pop music.
It was also an homage to Weezer. Weezer has a very similar line in one of their songs. Just coincidentally about Timbaland, like if I were to work with Timbaland, I'd perfect my art or perfect music, something like that. And we thought that was like such a great line. It's like exactly what we're feeling. So we kind of paid homage to them a little bit and said, like, if Ed Sheeran writes my song, I'm finally gonna make it.
Yeah, it's ironic.
Destiny from Watertown says, holy shit, oh my god, okay, what is a song that you listen to all the time?
Yeah, that was very essential to put at the beginning of the question, I think. And I don't know why the rest of the question has nothing to do with that. It's just kind of holy shit, oh my god, okay, what's a song you listen to all the time?
Total change.
Okay, the song I listen to most now, that new Camila Cabello song, Havana? Oh my god, that's a really, really good song. What's your favorite song?
I think Feel It Still, Portugal the Man is like the best song of the year.
Probably best of the year.
The Kesha song, Praying, is great. Susua?
Oh, you were pointing at the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Susua.
Susua from Surrey says, September 16th marks exactly 1 year of the What Everyone's Thinking EP.
Oh, wow.
Individually, as a group, and as brothers, how do you think you've grown? Also, any regrets?
How have we grown?
The What Everyone's Thinking EP was a real risk for us at the time. We had never really made songs like this before, and for all of our new fans that just discovered us from Week, they kind of have this impression that this is the kind of music AJR makes, this is what we've always made. But it's funny, like, we pretty recently in the last year started making very honest, kind of like putting it all out there, weird songs with weird lyrics about weird topics. And I think before we put out What Everyone's Thinking, we were really nervous about it because it felt like we were taking a diary entry and making it public for the world and writing about The Office, our connection to a TV show, or about growing up and trying to figure out how to be in your 20s. It's kind of a nerve-wracking thing to talk about, especially in music. But I think that we've grown a lot this year, and I think with every new song that we put out and every new body of work that's embraced by the fans, we realize more and more, wow, people just want to hear realness. Like, that's all they want to hear. They want to hear something that they connect to that hasn't been said to them before. So I think that's the biggest takeaway.
Luigi from Manila wants to know, do you play any video games in your spare time? But also, Luigi is an absolutely incredible artist.
Oh, yeah.
He sent us a bunch of, like,
Oh my
drawings that
God!
he's done of us.
We've posted
So
all those.
good, yeah.
Yeah, really talented. So do we play any video games?
We play so much Wii, it's just too much. And we play like 2 games, and it's Mario Kart and Wii Resort.
Back and forth.
And we didn't grow up with video games. They were kind of forbidden in our house, which I think is why we turned to music, to kind of fill our time. And now that we're old enough to make our own decisions, the second that happened, we bought a Wii, and it's just, thank God our parents didn't let us use it as kids, because we would have been so addicted.
We've got nothing to
Yeah.
Last question. Mia from San Jose, or Maya from San Jose, wants to know, what's it like touring with your brothers? You guys fight on the road about small things, or is it a blast because you all love each other?
It is way more of a blast than a burden. I think that we are very close, the 3 of us. We grew up in a very small apartment right here in Chelsea in New York City, shared a bedroom, and when you do that for 15 years, being on a tour bus in such close quarters doesn't really feel like anything. So, it just feels like another part of life. So we're happy to do it. And
it's very cool to be able to share these experiences with other people. I think if any of us were solo artists, we probably wouldn't enjoy this as much, because, like, part of what's fun is, we got to go to, Paris together, and we get to talk about it and realize how far we've come together.
So, yeah, thank you to
Together
Romeo,
forever.
to Romeo and iHeart and Most Requested Live, and everybody.
Yes, thank you guys. Thanks for the questions.
We are AJR. Good night.
Together forever.